What is going on, guys? This is Mr. DeLORIan here. Welcome back to a brand new video. And today what I wanted to discuss are the images for The Walking Dead Season 10 Episode 3 that were just recently released by Skybound. Or at least Skybound's where I just recently saw them. But what I did want to do is go through a majority of these images and everything. I won't be going through all of them mainly because like a decent amount of the images are just repeats of the previous pictures but from different angles. So without further ado, let's hop right into these images. So the first image is pretty much Sadiq talking to Michonne, what I could assume is Alexandria. And I don't know why, but from the next image to this image, Sadiq has sweat all over him and everything, and this could either be just from doing work, or could Sadiq be describing his experiences inside the Whisperer camp to Michonne and then to the person in the next image? Because Michonne has quite a serious face in this image right here, and she looks kind of like she's listening in to what Sadiq has to say. And like I said, he's sweating, so could he be having another one of his breakdowns? I'm pretty sure. And the next image, we have Dante talking to Sadiq and everything, and Dante kind of looks a bit serious, a little bit more serious than he was in the premiere. And we can see that they're enjoying a nice drink and everything out of a jug, and I'm assuming, like I said, they're talking about Sadiq's experiences, because like I say, he's sweating and he looks a bit from what I can see, he does look a bit uneasy and very perked up. The next image is Carol, Daryl basically staying at the borders and everything. And I'm assuming this is when the meeting's gonna happen between Alexandria and Alpha and her people, are the Whisperers. The next image is basically Daryl and basically Carol and a ton of other people, Michonne, I think someone from the Saviors or whatever, approaching the meeting for the Whisperers. The next image is pretty much Daryl, Michonne, and yet again a Savior and everything, looking over towards the right, and I'm assuming that this is Daryl looking possibly at Carol and everything. Maybe, I'm not sure, because he is looking to the right and Carol is to the right, in the other images. So I think this is Daryl looking at Carol, kind of getting a bit uneasy because she sees Alpha, or it could be Alpha taunting Carol possibly, and he's looking at her oh my god, hopefully she doesn't do anything. The next image is pretty much Carol looking very serious and quite angry and pissed off at someone off in the distance or right in front of her, and this has to be Carol looking right at Alpha, or possibly the Whispers in general. I'm pretty sure that she's looking at Alpha, because obviously Alpha is the one that she wants dead pretty much, and that she had to stare down in episode 1 and 2 of the season. The next image is pretty much Daryl walking around what only I could assume is this building. It looks like a high school and everything because of all the doors and the building that Carol went into with the red doors and the gymnasium, so I can only assume this is a high school or some form of school or whatever. Then next we have Carol and everything walking around inside the same building and everything. There's the red doors behind her that we saw, and the other all the sneak peeks and everything of her looking through the like I said, what I can only assume is a school, and she's kind of looking for something and everything in the flash with a flashlight, which I'm trying to think of what are they looking for. Next we have a light shining on some walkers walking down the hallway, and like I said, this has to be a school and everything, or a gymnasium, because you could kind of see basketballs and kind of kids balls or whatever that kids play with inside schools and anything. So I can only assume that this is a school and everything, and this is a hallway. I think it's Carol or Daryl that they're shining the light on all the walkers or whatever. And with this whole school and everything, or this just whole setting, I do feel this is gonna be the episode that Aaron and Negan kind of have their moment where Negan's standing over Aaron and Aaron's kind of pissed off with his ball armor. Everything looks really bloody, and I feel this is that episode where they kind of team up, which is kind of a bit funny, because the next couple of images we get Negan standing right in this field or whatever, and he's standing in this field with all bloody, and a part of the teasers that we've been seeing for season 10 are pretty much Aaron recruiting people, and Gabriel saying, oh, you could have Negan or everything because he could help you. So I'm pretty sure this image basically insinuates that Negan gets out and everything, he's free, but he has to serve in Aaron's army, and he's kind of standing right here and everything, looking off the distance, quite concerned and everything, and he has a bit of a spike, I'm assuming, used to fight the walkers. Next we have Aaron kind of pointing off in the distance, I'm assuming at Negan, whatever. He looks bloody too. The next image we pretty much get Aaron killing some walkers off in a field. Then the next image we basically get Aaron and Negan in the same frame and everything. Aaron, I'm assuming, after just killing some walkers and kind of looking, oh, is there any more or whatever, because he looks quite fierce. And then we get Negan kind of in the background, just I'm assuming about to kill a walker, after killing a walker. Then the next image is probably the most interesting of this entire pack of pictures, as we pretty much get Negan and Aaron staring at each other. I'm assuming this is at night, where it's pretty much after all the herds and the waves and everything of all the walkers and things. They're kind of just talking and possibly getting aggressive, or possibly I don't know, being actually nice to each other possibly. The next image is basically Negan yet again killing some walkers and looking pretty badass and everything at night. And all these walkers actually look pretty cool because they all have grass and moss over all of them. But those were all the images and everything, or at least some of them, because like I said, a lot of the images had kind of like, were, just the same image, but yeah, in a different angle. All these images were super cool in my opinion, and everything, especially, Negan and Aaron teaming up and everything. Because like I said, like obviously, like Aaron's gonna need some soldiers to fend off the Whisper herds. Because if you guys didn't know already, it turns out this episode is gonna feature like tons of like waves of walkers that Alpha's gonna send towards Alexandria, and pretty much Aaron and tons of other groups are gonna go off try to fending off Alexandria and anything from all the herds and like waves that she's gonna send. So obviously Aaron's gonna need some soldiers. He recruits Negan, and they kind of team up this episode, which is gonna be actually very cool to see. So if you guys did enjoy this video, hope you guys found it informational or whatever. Yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe for all the latest Walking Dead news, content, and reviews. And yep, without further ado, I will see you guys later. Peace, my amigos, and peace out.